Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
Oh my god, that guy!
First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda
Has
Tears of the
halted.
Kingdom is now complete.
Oh!
Thank you very much for waiting. Many of you are looking forward to this game, and we've released a few trailers so far. Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like.
Oh!
Okay? Let's begin.
You think he plays this
Here
and
we
he's
are,
like,
in the
damn,
land
this
of
shit's
Hyrule."
fucking laggy!
Like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore. Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches.
Please be aware if your
In this
Nintendo
game,
Switch
the
gets
vast
too
world
hot.
of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some landmasses floating up there. We call them Sky Islands. You're probably wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up? If we take a look,
Oh yeah, Link has longer
something's
hair.
falling from the sky. Do you see it? I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it.
Okay, that was convenient.
We're almost at the spot where the object fell. Here it is. Okay, let's use one of Link's new abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell... Look, it started rising. This power is known as Recall, which rewinds an object's movement.
What the hell?
Since I just used Recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands. Let's use the paraglider to reach one of them. There are a few other Sky Islands floating here too. I made it. There are lots of ways to reach the Sky Islands, so
yeah,
we
there's
hope
a
you'll try a
dragon.
few different methods. Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island. Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures. Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many of those yellow trees on the surface, though. Let's walk around for a bit. There's a branch on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's continue. Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up. Ah, the branch broke. Not good, not good. Quick, get another branch and... we defeated it. Moving on. We've now explored more of this Sky Island. As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities.
Fuck.
If we use this branch and the rock over
Durability
here,
confirmed.
and do this, look, we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer. This is called Fuse.
Whoa.
You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
We're dealing with two of them at once.
Looks like a fucking lollipop.
Oh, we beat one. The weapon's attack has definitely improved. The other branch broke, but this weapon has much better durability. You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability. You can fuse two weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork, we can create a weapon with a much longer attack range.
That's actually, I kind of like that mechanic. That's cool.
With this,
Holy
we don't have to
shit.
get too close to enemies, and we can safely attack from a distance.
That seems really strong.
You can also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory.
Dude, look at that. It's kind of crazy how It's kind of sad how it looks like this. You really have to like get past, I don't know. I don't know. At the end of the day, like the gameplay is probably gonna be great, but it's kind of just like, dude, I know it's a YouTube video and stuff, but it's like, damn. When you see what the emulators can achieve with Breath of the Wild, it's like sad that this game is on the fucking Switch still. I honestly thought like 2 years ago they were gonna announce another console and launch it with this game.
For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
Oh, shit.
Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies.
That's cool.
Very useful. In addition, let's see. Ah, there's a bird flying around. If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely land.
Old G.
So at times like these, here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters. Fuse it to an arrow and... Look, it homed in on the target.
Aimbot arrow.
Let's try this on another bird.
I guess that's a pretty cool mechanic. That's
I'll
sick.
just fire in that general direction. It's very simple. Depending on what you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting.
Chat, I'm glad they made that for you guys. I've seen your aim.
I fused a mushroom to my shield.
What
Now,
the
you're
fuck?
probably wondering if this has any use. Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this.
What the hell is this?
I blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now. The enemy's lost sight of Link, so... attack! Even if you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using similar methods. In the previous game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies.
I forgot,
But
do you get
this
encumbered in this
using
game?
even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together.
Can you
Let
pick
me
up
demonstrate.
literally everything?
Some of the Sky Islands even have rivers. We'll want to cross this one, but swimming across it, well, the river's
Oh,
too
inventory
wide for that.
limit.
We need a boat. Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here.
But wait. Oh, wait.
So, we'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log.
Oh, shit. The forest.
Let's do one more. We'll
What
bring
the
this
fuck?
over here and attach a third log. It's a makeshift raft. This is another new
Damn.
ability called Ultra Hand. Even though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft.
That's actually pretty
You can always
interesting.
attach things or detach them like this.
Okay.
Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state, so we'll need something to propel it forward. There's something here. Let's try hitting it.
Oh. I wonder how
Oh,
often you're going to
wind.
have to use...
It's blowing wind.
There's a,
Looks
what
like we found a fan.
the hell's
why don't
that
we try
battery
attaching?
icon? Is this switch dying? Bro, plug your switch in.
We'll attach another one. This should make the boat well balanced. Okay, they're attached.
How often are you going to have to use this,
All right,
though, I
let's try
wonder?
moving the boat.
Make like a land vehicle and
Hey, it's moving.
Are-
It's sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans.
I guess
Since we
that's
added
cool.
2 fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time. All right, we reached the other side. In the most recent trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. Those vehicles
Oh.
actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own. There are all sorts of objects you'll come across in this game. And depending on how you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure.
I mean, I guess that's
There
pretty
are even
sick.
more new abilities. Take this building over here. Okay, watch this. Look, I passed right through the ceiling. This new ability is called Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through to the floor above you.
Nice.
There are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere. For example, this place has a cave with a hill right above it. If we use the ability here, come on, keep going.
What the hell?
Okay, we emerged at the top of the hill.
Oh.
In the previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain.
Oh, true.
But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example.
Nice, that was
Imagine
always
you're stuck in a
annoying.
cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right? Exactly. Oh, there's another construct. It seems to be holding a strange weapon. Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game. Ah, it blew me away with wind. Looks like it's got some sort of fan. Ah! I got pushed off!
Oh my god.
Oh well, let's just return to the surface.
Can you ascend from
You
that
can
to the
quickly
planet?
descend from the sky to the surface like this. It feels so good. In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land. You can also search for destinations that pique your interest. Once you've chosen your destination, you can speed things up, like this. Let's dive into this river. And we're back on the surface.
I mean, that's kind of cool, you know?
There are still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now. What did you think? Some of Link's new abilities were updated from the previous game. I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Everything they showed looked, I guess, cool to do. Nothing, like, blew me the fuck away. But there's more sandbox elements to utilize, is what I'm seeing. Which is like, you know, sure. I can hear every other open world game dev crying bitter tears about how hard it's going to be to steal that fusion mechanic. Look, I like building stuff like that, but not that much that I'm like, I don't know. That's not really needed in a lot of, just because you're an open world game doesn't mean now you can craft anything in this world to get around. Nah. That's like, not every game needs that. That's not like a fucking, it's not on the level of, remember how they do the loading screen where you like shimmy through and then a bunch of games start doing that to mask their loading screen where you shimmy? It's not that big of a fucking thing to copy, I guess, to mask a loading screen. This is just like, oh, now you can be a bit more sandboxy and craft whatever the fuck you want in Breath of the Wild. It's cool, but if other games copy it, it's not that cool of a mechanic that I'm gonna like lose my mind over. Like, it's like, I guess it's cool. It's nice for the game, and that's it. Wait, yeah, new Switch OLED? I mean, sure, man, sure. A game so powerful, someone would spend 200 plus 70 for tiers. 270 bucks. That powerful. It does look nice. I don't know if making this OLED is going to make that big of a difference, though. It still is going to run it like at 24 FPS. I mean, it looks nice, though. It kind of reminds me of the old N64. Remember the golden Zelda game for N64 that was actually kind of sick? I remember that. I swear I got that from GameStop or something. Weren't they like limited? Wasn't there something about the N64 Ocarina of Time that was it a choice or was it rare? I don't remember. I just remember it being golden. All of the carts were gold. It was the second edition. New tweet from the Diablo who? One of the game directors? Let me see. I don't think folks realize how many more legendary powers exist beyond. Oh yeah, I was actually reading the Diablo forums yesterday. It was funny. I don't think folks realize how many more legendary powers exist beyond what was on display during the Diablo 4 beta. There's a lot of bizarre, exciting, and totally balanced legendaries to discover when the game goes live. Slightly confused, do you mean that the beta didn't show us the other legendary powers on the list, or that we just didn't get access to them because they weren't set to have a drop rate in the beta? The Codex of Power contains less than half of all the possible legendary powers that can be found in Diablo 4. Plenty more legendaries can be found later in the game experience. Wait, why does the Codex of Power only show? Because it shows the ones not available to you, or you don't have unlocked. Why the fuck does it not show them all? Am I missing something? Maybe I don't remember. Doesn't the Codex of Power show everything so you can kind of see what you can potentially unlock? Why would they max out in beta? Yeah, I guess I know, it's just kind of random. Because, okay, fine, but in the beta you can't unlock all of those. So then why would they only show half of them? Some only drop on items. So that means, yeah, but if you get, oh, okay. So then you can have legendaries in the game that aren't in the Codex of Power. The Codex of Power isn't every legendary. So that means you can only extract specific legendaries. There's some legendaries then that are tied to gear and you can't rip them off then, right? You can rip them off still. You can extract them. Wait, the aspects that are in your inventory aren't the same as the aspects in the Codex of Power, right? They're right? It's like two different lists. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess, all right, well, shit. I guess the biggest weird part is why this game is so tied into legendaries. Because, like, you can see the end of your skill tree. In the beta, that was the end of the skill tree. You see where you max out. Unless, yeah, obviously then you go into Paragon. Yeah, like you literally see the end. They can add to it. Sure, they can add to it, but like seeing how you can get to, don't you get to the second to last tree? Or like the second to last like hub at level 25? So like when you hit level 30 maybe, then you're in the last hub. Right? I could have swore there was one more cluster left. It's the same as D3 where builds are generally based around gear sets. Yeah. It's just interesting how far you get in Act 1 on your tree. But you know what? Maybe it's because the tree is just one part. Obviously the second part is like aspects, legendaries, the affixes and shit. So yeah. Gear can totally change skills. Yep. Yeah, I was looking. The Diablo forums are funny. Diablo 4 official forums. I'm still hyped for this game. I'm looking forward to it. People are hypercritical, but like, I get it. I realize I don't give a fuck enough. Like, I'm just gonna play the game. It's good enough for me that I want to see, and then if endgame's good enough, I'll continue. I think people, I get it. I guess I go into this different because I will max level a character for sure. I will go through the story once for sure. I'm sold on it. And then if endgame is good, it's good. If not, I mean, whoop-de-doo. I'm looking to play this game, but I guess some of these people are looking to park here for a long time. So when they see what the carrot on the stick is that has been created, they're not happy. I don't know how long I'm going to park in the game. As in being your main game you only fucking play. You can get majority of your spells in Act 1 in D3. I think we're looking too much at the skills. I was also thinking that's where the meat of it is at. Would be weird to have a full arsenal of skills by level 25 when you get to the Paragon board by level 50. You get the majority of your spells in Act 1 and D3. Oh yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember. You literally get all your shit in the first act? Oh wow. Damn, I forgot about that. I fucking forgot about that. Well, I asked for a refund. Dude, Blizzard forums are fucking hilarious. They've been since World of Warcraft. All the crazy shit between servers was on forums back in the day. Wow, you dare call this Diablo? Why is there no actual solo mode? Please add a single player option. Okay, they're not going to do that. They're not. Can you offline mode and, well, can you offline mode in PoE? Or in, you obviously can't in Lost Ark. You connect to a server. Yeah, people ask for this, but it's like you're going into the game when there's obviously going to be an online-only aspect because you're going to see other players, you know? I guess it would be like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's not weird. That's not weird. D4 is an MMO now? Yeah, I don't think that's weird. This is kind of like, all right, I don't think they're going to do that, bro. You got to accept the fact this is a multiplayer game, okay? You fucking play the game, and there's a new game coming out on Steam, and it's literally tagged online multiplayer. Like, that's the gist. No one's going to fucking add a single player option here. That's dumb. Even though technically, sure, it can be a solo offline game, that's not the fucking fundamental point of the game. They're not going to just add one. Like, whatever. The hate is unreal from you all. Funny how all the streamers are playing. Oh, 7 days ago. Oh, wait, hold up. All time. Okay, the week. Wow, you dare call this Diablo. Oh, jeez. I like their forums, though. They're nice. They're clean. Diablo 4, more like Diablo Immortal with a 4, or Diablo 4 out of 10. Boring, uninspired, bland. Exploration, forget it. Chase the quest mark, dummy. Yeah, I guess so. True. Open world, sure, with 3 mobs here and there once every 2 minutes of walking. Yeah, I guess so. Awesome skills, no cast twice, out of mana follows. Go back to clicking one button, you pleb. Damn, I don't know. On my, I guess it's class dependent. On my rogue, I feel like I didn't have any energy issues initially, but then I had too much energy that I had to fucking dump. I had to keep fucking dumping. Balance, I know this is beta, but why skill 1 takes 3 casts to kill a mob, while skill 2 kills everything on the screen with 1 cast? This is beta, they will balance it. Lol, for sure, buddy. Leveling up, forget it. World scales, there are no attributes to allocate. Skill points add like plus 3% damage. Laughable, just give all the skills at the beginning since respec is anyway almost free. What does it matter? I didn't find a problem with the world scaling. I mean, they're trying to make it so you travel back to different acts and have, like, I guess, an even challenge instead of just, like, shitting on everything. World scaling is needed for endgame, so all the zones are relevant. Yeah. I don't really know. I guess I don't fully give a shit about... I don't know. I'm trying to think of a time I've actually been annoyed by the world scaling. This isn't... You're supposed to revisit the acts. Everything is supposed to... You know, so you're challenged in every act. You're not just running through... because everything's a waste of time. So technically, anything you kill will always have a relevant potential piece upgrade. Because if you go to Act 1 and everything's still level 25 when you're level 100, there'd be no point in, like, killing anything. Everything there is irrelevant. Because then they would just drop nothing of use. I see how it's split. Some people like world scaling, some people don't. I don't know. I guess it's not that weird. I guess they're trying... I'm also looking at it from, like, an MMO mentality. Huh. Yeah, what if they made it so it doesn't scale, but once you hit max level, then the world scales? Not while you're leveling up. I really don't know. I don't really know. Like, playing the game, nothing stopped me or fucked with my experience because the world scaled. You're already playing an ARPG. You already shit on everything, even if they're the same level as you, as long as you have some synergy with your gear. The only thing that takes a little more to test your shit is a boss or an elite. You usually one-tap all the plebs. Yeah, because you played a rogue. I feel like the rogue is just is one of the classes that shines early, whereas barbarian is way more gear dependent, and by max level, I bet the barb's gonna shit on everything. So you literally already, even if you have a shit build, you basically fuck everything up that isn't an elite or a boss. I don't know. I didn't see this. I don't know. That's kind of like up in the air. Like, what could have fucked with you? Like, what could have given you a challenge? There's no mob that gives you a challenge. Every time you run through the open world and, like, the pack of wolves follow you or the ghouls come, you literally press a button and they all die. So whether they're level 5s or at your level, you're still one-tapping the group. Am I wrong, right? Didn't you guys run through Frozen Peaks and it's like, oh, a pack of ghouls? When you were level 10 and when you were level 25, running through that pack of ghouls that aggroed you, you literally fucking one-tap them. Not every build. I don't know, man. Unless you, like, completely fucked your build up, I don't see how. Like, you didn't have synergy. Nah, It was level 25. Bro, I saw the fucking clip of the barb hitting 365,000 on an elite. No one hits that hard. How did that guy do that? How did that guy hit that hard then? Did he figure out some shit with the game? Did he figure out the barb? Skill tree. I'm not defending, I'm just saying. I see how some people don't like scaling, some people do. I didn't see it as a big of a problem. But you know what? If you did have problems with your class, I don't know. I'm just assuming, like, the druid gets way better later in the game. I don't fucking know. Some of these classes kind of, like, you muck through and then you start getting insanely powerful. I feel like a warrior in WoW is, like, the greatest example. Warriors fucking suck balls, and then you give them gear, and they're the best class. Druid is fun with a couple legendaries. Very bad voice acting. I actually thought the voice acting was decent. I didn't mind it. Skill tree. Nope, like everything in this game, shallow, empty husk, just pretending to be a skill tree. Yeah, the skill tree was alright. Itemization, lol, only green up arrows matters, and you'll need to change your items literally every 2 minutes because, yes, amongst other reasons. But, like, that's the whole point of an ARPG. You constantly do get upgrades, right? Isn't that the whole fucking point of the game? The whole point of endgame is fucking chasing the +1s. I guess you could argue the pacing, but they did say the legendary drop rate was turned up. Who knows if all the drop rates were turned up, even for yellows. Items need to last longer. I don't agree. How long did it take you to hit level 25 in the beta? It takes like 7 fucking hours. You can 25 so fast. Who gives a shit? It took 6 hours to hit 25. There's 4 more acts. Someone said, what level are you going to hit by the end of the game? You're going to hit level... Yeah, I don't know, because you hit probably 50 or 60. So, like, you're going to upgrade fast, especially because it seems like the leveling experience is fast. It's weird. 6 hours per act. You hit level 25. There's 5 fucking acts. You hit level 25 act 1 in 6 hours. And then if you're going to hit 60, does it take way longer to level? Like maybe you hit level 30 and then the amount on the XP bar goes up tremendously or some shit. It's weird. You'd think you'd hit like level 15 at the end of act 1. You can do act 1 by like level 15. Yeah, I guess if you like really... True, I mean, I did play a shit ton after and I did all the side quests and stuff. You're gonna hit 15 if you only follow the main quest line the whole way through. 15-ish. I was doing that with my hardcore sorcerer. That was the plan. This is definitely not a game for Diablo fans. Maybe WoW players will enjoy it. They seem like mindless clicking and fetch quests. I mean, I guess you could argue the quests are kind of, you know, like your typical... They played it very safe with the quests. There was nothing very revolutionary about the quests. Yeah. Frequent posters. What the hell is this? They talk about how long it takes to beat the campaign and reach level 100. Like I said, I'm not like super invested. Like it was fun enough, and you know the vibe of Diablo is sick. You know, so it was fun enough to actually reach the end. And if endgame is good, it's good. I think some people are also coming into this thinking like, okay, how many hours did I put into PoE? Like I'm looking to put in, like I'm looking for a new home to settle in, but what you guys have for your carrot is not fucking exciting. Is the general gist is what I'm seeing here, which isn't like a bad thing. I'll probably hit up the end game until I realize, oh, I'm kind of bored of constantly running the same dungeons over and over, chasing the +1s, which is at the end of the day like what you fucking do in ARPGs. End game is loading up and grinding the same dungeon for like hours. Even maps. The maps in PoE can't be that fucking unique every time you load in. You just have to be into that type of grinding. Instead of taking a fucking left turn, you're taking a right turn. Instead of going forward, you're going back. Instead of going back, you're going diagonal. At the end of the day, you're still fucking leaping and stomping on mobs in some direction until some shit drops. It's literally the whole point. What about PvP? Yo, they haven't revealed that yet. That's another shitstorm. This fucking PvP. This fucking PvP. The barbarian comes and he crits everyone 360,000. Everybody died. Yeah, wait, that guy hit 360,000 damage. That guy, if there was PvP, he would just be fucking raking whatever that ability is that barbs have. He'd just be raking people with massive numbers. Strongholds, which have been called camps in earlier iterations. Oh, wait, what the fuck am I reading? Yeah. Okay, players will start to engage with endgame systems around level 50. Depending on playstyle, players will need roughly 150 to 180 hours to reach level 100. I mean, that makes sense, because wouldn't a Paragon level takes way longer? Even on their way to max level, players can experience challenging pinnacle content, and a lot of challenges will await beyond that. Of course, as soon as players start to progress through world tier difficulties, they will also encounter many new and much more powerful puzzle pieces in terms of loot and itemization. I think what is going to be very interesting is, didn't the devs say they were going to do a live stream literally about Endgame after the beta? So I wonder if they're going to dodge or be like, yeah, no, you have to literally wait till Endgame. Because some people seem like they figured out the entire game and it sucks. I'm a little still copium, but I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Oh yeah, Sweet Ring ads based on personal playstyle. Complete a campaign will take 35 to 45 hours. Where it's like, maybe we just haven't seen enough. Well, look who it's made by. I mean, true. There is no end game in the last beta. On top of the fact, there were actually people who tested the end game and said, like, it's... all the systems are kind of, you've already seen. Seriously, no way to turn off other players. Dude, like, what is this dumbass criticism? And why is this top of the week? Like, why do you need to do that? I'm supposed to become immersed in this game, am I not? Running around and then having random players attack the mobs I attack with names like XX Nerfman just pulled me right out of it. If I want to play with others, I should have to opt in. Diablo has always been a solo co-op game, not a light MMO. It also adds absolutely nothing to the game as it stands now. It's just annoying, to be quite honest. If I want to take on world bosses or whatnot, I can invite friends or open up my game. They add tie-in skins like they have with Overwatch and One Punch Man. Gonna love running around seeing random Saitamas. Yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. That's ridiculous. Is he wrong? Yes, this guy's a fucking moron. Who gives... like, what? Your immersion is that ruined? Get the fuck out of here. No, he is a fucking moron. He's asking to remove other players for his immersion. Get the fuck out of here. That guy is on the same level of, why isn't there a single player mode? Because they decided to kind of make Diablo a bit bigger this time with 4. He is a fucking moron. That's like a stupid thing. Bigger how? I mean, sure, they blew it up a little more. They're not trying to make it so it's solo co-op. They're trying to make it more like a bit of a connected world with other players that you see doing shit. Diablo is not a single player because of the upcoming battle pass, obviously. Yo, man, I don't even know, bro. What? But it is solo co-op. You can co-op. You can't, it's solo and co-op with a bit of online element. It's not sponsored takes, bro. What are you even saying, dude? Blizzard doesn't sponsor anybody. I mean, I guess it depends. I don't think they're sponsoring anyone for Diablo because they know they don't need to. The game's going to be big despite all the criticism. Because if these guys are that invested to post a huge fucking post on Blizzard, like, even the guy who said he's refunding is probably going to be there day one. Because he's that passionate to put a fucking post down. He probably says he's going to refund and he's still going to fucking play it, dude. I feel like there's a difference between trying to contort the game into a direction that it isn't and then having legit criticism. Saying, why isn't there a single player mode and why can't I turn off the other players? When it's like, that's kind of built into the game. Is stupid. If you're actually criticizing the balance or like, oh, this is, doing this is gonna make it more immersive, but being very reasonable, then it's different. Ain't no fucking Diablo shill, dude. You're, wow, whatever, man. Chad, this is the problem. You guys are ridiculous. None of you even play games, first of all. Half you motherfuckers had no intention of even trying the game. You try so hard to suck enjoyment out. Your criticism is on the level of a fucking Karen. At least give the motherfucker something to work with that's legitimate. Like, yeah, at least this guy who says, wow, you dare call this Diablo, broke it down better, because he criticized every aspect, you know? At least he hated with passion. The other guy's like, why do I see other players? It's like, dude, you just spent $70 fucking dollars. Didn't you read the tag that said online multiplayer or whatever the fuck? Did you do a little research? Fuck no. These type of games, you can't just toggle off the players. Open beta was free. Oh yeah, I forgot it was free. Body type for all classes. 11 years later, 0 lessons were learned. Damn. Yeah, I'm not reading all this. 4 years and we get the version of the game that's basically unplayable even when you do get to play. The thing is, these forums, like, no one's gonna come here and be like, wow, that was awesome. Wow, great job. Wow. This is just like, forums are just like to complain. Honestly, the titles are the best part. Why are druids obese? Diablo 4 is kind of boring. A chunky druid isn't an archetypal fantasy. Game isn't ready, delay it. They combine the worst part of D2, D3, D Immortal. Necroskeletons look terrible. 11 years later, 0 lessons were learned. Body types for all classes. Oh, yeah, see, that I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't know. Yeah, if you wanted to make druids the least played, congrats. Druid is just straight awful. Summary of this forum. This fan base is impossible to please. Constantly disconnected. Female necromancers and female druids. Obesity versus anorexia. Uh-oh. Time to be critical of the game for its sake. 6 skill slots ruins the game. Anyone like the game? Why should PC users be happy with the console UI? Druid is bad, really bad. Diablo 4, most shallow ARPG ever created. I beg you, get rid of other random players. Oh my god. I guess, alright. This game, lol. Wait, is this the same post or somebody else in this? The entire world screams and wants a solo experience. Alright, I guess that guy was... I guess some people were very immersed and then actually just saw some, like, guy pull up and then just, like, got fucking pissed. The zoom level is killing me. Sellers are pointless. Sellers are kind of pointless. They're very random. You just go in, annoying fucking loading screen, and then you just, like, kill some mobs that take 2 seconds and you leave. It's super random. You should be able to rotate the camera. Could you do that in the old Diablo? Waiting in queue just for login, blah, 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 blah. Please just slow down loot. Please. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm over it.